and blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so what I'm actually going to be doing for you guys today, and when I'm a little bit late, but I really been wanting to do this for all year, but I was so busy. For you guys who don't know me, a little backstory. I'm a freelance makeup artist and also a face painter, airbrush artist, and so forth, and a lot of other stuff. But that is a small piece of me that you probably didn't know, but now you know. And anywho, so I've been wanting to do a sugar skull, aka Dia de los Muertos look. For you guys who do speak Spanish, yo hablo español más o menos, meaning I speak Spanish like somewhat okay. I can understand it quite well, but when it comes to me speaking back, un poquito, pero yo hablo está bien. So like I can understand okay. Well, anyways, you guys, I've been wanting to do, you know, a Dia de los Muertos look. Also, they're called Catrinas, I believe, as well. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of a backstory of what Dia de los Muertos is. So that is translated into Day of the Dead. There are specific colors of that are meaningful to Dia de los Muertos, and we have, for example, the color white, which represents purity. You have the color purple, which represents pain, grieving, or sorrow. You have another color, blood, that represents like the blood, and then you also have the color black, and that represents death. And then you also have another color, which is pink, that represents celebration, and you'll typically see the color pink on like a lot of the sugar skull decorations that you see anywhere you may go. And lastly, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, they're called cempasúchil, and what that basically is a marigold flower, and that is the flower that looks yellowish orangey color, and what that color is also supposed to represent death, but also the light. So that flower is very significant for Dia de los Muertos, is because when you spread those flowers out, or if you are Mexican or Hispanic like me, you'll typically have an ofrenda. And what an ofrenda is where you put pictures of your loved ones that have passed away, and it's sort of like that movie Coco, if you've seen it. Your picture is there to remember your loved ones that passed away. Also, you will give them their favorite foods and place it next to their pictures. A lot of people sometimes don't have all the favorite foods, but they'll place like sweetbread and other things next to the pictures of their loved ones that passed away. But anyways, the marigolds, the yellow flowers, orangey yellow flowers, are so that when Dia de los Muertos occurs, that your loved ones are able to come through the underworld and pass back and visit you that day only, and that those flowers are their guides to where your ofrenda is, or to where you're at. And that is why, you know, the Hispanic culture, some of it believes where where they put the ofrenda. It could be a small ofrenda, it could be a big ofrenda, whichever you like, but that's basically an area where you would put all your family photos that, or loved ones, even pets that may have, you know, went on. And I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a backstory. I know a lot of people do it for, like, you know, Halloween look and things like that, but no one actually really knows, or have yet to see it, like a YouTuber kind of explain like why Dia de los Muertos is important in a certain particular culture. So yeah, you guys, that is a little bit. Of course, there are more in-depth things of reasons why that it's done that way, but that's just a little bit of backstory. Another word that people would call these things are calaveras, which means skull in Spanish. And so what I'm going to be doing for you guys today is showing you how to do a Dia de los Muertos look with only makeup, you guys, with just only makeup. I know that a lot of you guys may not have you know, face paint on hand, and it can sometimes be hard to get a hold of, but you still want to celebrate it. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. So there are actually 2 days for Dia de los Muertos. November 1st, which is typically the day where the adults are that have passed on in your family are celebrated, and then for November 2nd, which is Novembre Dos, is the day where they celebrate for the niños and niñas, so any children that may have passed on. So there are two special dates that get celebrated with this, which is November 1st and November 2nd. First for adults and then second for children. And yes, you guys, so without further ado, I hope you did enjoy that little backstory about, you know, Dia de los Muertos and why it's important. And if you never knew, well, now you know. And maybe you can do further research on what you think of the holiday as well. So I am going to show you guys how to do a simple one. Let's get started. Okay guys, so I recently got this face primer. It's by Becca, and I only got it for $7.99 at Marshall's. Amazing primer. If you guys know the Becca brand, like that's a brand that you would get like at Sephora, and I got it at Marshall's for only $7. So I am trying out the face primer. Oh, actually I've tried it out. It smells amazing. The great thing is that this brand is also cruelty free, so I'm so glad I discovered it. I would always wear my my Smashbox foundation, but this one is very comparable to Smashbox, I believe, and I really do enjoy just the way this one smells. Overall, it smells amazing. And this is their Brighten and Blur Primer with infused glow nectar brightening Hydra Complex. So love this stuff, can't beat it for the price. If you see it at your Marshalls, do pick it up. Next, I'm also going to be taking this foundation by Becca. This is their ultimate 24-hour coverage, and this is in the color Vanilla. So it's just a tad bit lighter, kind of my skin color, but it's a pretty close color match because, you know, once you do all the contour and all that fun stuff, it blends eventually all together. So I'm just going to pop this all over my face and start blending it in. So as you can see, guys, I color matched myself pretty darn good. I was just lucky that they actually had a shade that matched me, so I was so happy. I also picked this up, you guys, at Marshall's. This foundation for like $7, I think, and it was unused, still sealed in the box. And this foundation is a good $30 at Sephora. Okay, guys. So I did make a small error, my bad. I was so excited about putting the foundation on. Typically what you're supposed to do first, actually, when you do these skulls, is the eyes, no matter what. Because if you do get any fallout, then you're going to, you know, it's going to be a hard time. You're going to have to do erasing. But we are going to just go with it, even though I did the opposite that I normally do, because I always start with the eyes. So oh well, it's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to be using today is one of my all-time favorite palettes, is the Kesha Rose by Hipta. I just love this palette, you guys. It's so versatile. It has all the colors I'm needing in here. Okay, so what I'm first going to do is get my P. Louise eye base. I'm going to place that in a flat brush, and you are going to use your eyebrow as a guide for a circle. Follow your brow and draw a circle here. Circle on the inner corner and right here on the bottom of your lid. And you're going to fill that all in. You can fill this in with a eye primer, a lighter concealer, preferably an eye primer because concealers tend to have wax in them, and it will make your it will make it a little bit more challenging to get that nice opaque color. Or even use one of P. Louise's color base that they have, which would probably work out even better. You're going to do the same thing to the other eye. Use your brow as a guide. Go right where your under eye is and just use that as a guide and fill that whole circle in. You don't want these circles to be too big. Okay, so the most popular colors I always come across when doing sugar skulls is always red and black. So I am going to use this red right here, but you can use any color you desire for the inner sockets of the eyes. And right where we place that P. Louise eye base, you are just going to start blending that red or patting it in right on top. You can use a flat brush for this, a fluffy brush. Okay, so after that red is filled in one socket, I'm going to take this color Honey and just start blending that in. And this is like a metallic-y rose gold color. And I'm just going to start blending that right over the eyelid. Alright, now we are going to do the same exact thing to the other eye. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Next, I'm going to go back to my P. Louise eye base or concealer and take a small brush like this. And what you're going to do is circle around just along the edges like that. Do the whole eye. If it's okay if that red gets mixed up a little bit in there, because we're going to go over it with a darker color. But very thin, okay? Now do the same thing to the other eye. I am taking this purple color right here called Woman. I want to try using all the Dia de los Muertos colors as possible that I explained earlier. So this is the color we're going to be taking right here. And I'm going to circle that over that red color. So it's going to transition to like a purplish pink. So I'm now going to go in with this orange color right here called Boogie Feet. And I'm going to start right here like a dot like that. And then swipe up like that, okay? And we are just going to lightly blend that in right here. Do the same thing to the other side. Start like a dot. Right at the lip. Come up like that. And circle up on that cheekbone. Then what you're going to do is you're going to draw or circle. You're going to do a circular motion with that orange color or whatever color you desire right on the center of your forehead. Next, you're going to go back to that red called Cannibal that we placed on the inner corner of our eye and start blending those two colors together. And that purple color called Woman, and you're going to circle right around it. Now you can conceal this part if you like, but you don't have to. You mainly want to conceal around the eyes so that the eyes don't crease. Just like so, okay? Now you're going to do that same process right to the chin. Okay guys, so next I'm going to take a color right here, TikTok. It's like a silver color, but I'm going to use that to kind of represent the white. And I'm just going to pat that on my eyelids. Same thing to the other eye. Next I'm going to pat that on the center of this circle here and on my chin. I'm taking that red color called Cannibal and I'm just patting that on my nose like this. It's a mixture of those colors that we did on the eye. So now going into that color called Honey. Placing that on top. Blending the orange on the sides. Not too thick because we are actually going to outline the nose with black. And just dabbing a little bit of purple on the bottom the nose, so slicing down like that will help when you put one side right here like that and you slice down. That will help you give that nice guideline to where we're going to put the lines at. Okay, so next up you're going to need a makeup brush and you're going to need your Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I had the Creme Shop face oil drops because we are going to liquefy this a little bit more. And you're actually going to take the tip of your brush, not the part where it has like the where you draw with, the round part, and you're just going to dip it in here, and we are going to draw dots on our eyes. So you're just going to press it, and there's your dot. And you're going to do that all the way around your eye. Now do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm going to take a little tiny eyeliner angle brush like this. Go back into my Anastasia Beverly Hills. Fix whatever dots need more attention. And they do not, by all means, you guys, need to be perfect. Remember, this is just supposed to be a simplified sugar skull that anyone with beginner skills can do. Dots are always the easiest thing to fulfill on your face. I always do the nose last because I will use my pinky as a guide to draw things around my face. So I'm going back to that color called Cannibal, that red, and you're going to draw a dot like that with your round brush. Do the same thing to the chin. You can even take a flat brush if you like. It's just my preference to use a fluffy brush. Okay guys, so this is what I have so far going on. What we are going to do is just add in some extra detail, and I am actually going to get this orange color, which is called Boogie Feet, that you saw earlier, and just kind of drag that down a little bit. Do the same thing to the other side. Next, I'm going to be using this glitter liquid lip. Keep an eye out for this, you guys. This is going to be coming on my next video, and it's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to put this red on my lip. Okay, so now we're going to start drawing on the nose and the black part. So you're still going to take your Anastasia Beverly Hills. You're going to need a very thin brush, and this is basically e.l.f.'s eyeliner brush that you can find at Walmart for like $1 or $2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline this nose. So you always want to start from corner to corner and loop around. That's how you're going to get that nice guideline going on. And I'm going to draw on up. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm just going to draw a nice point. And I'm going to draw a line going up. Down the center like that. And draw a little triangle from that line to get that nice point. Okay, I'm going to thicken up the outside lines a little bit more. And keep in mind, you guys, you can draw this nose however you like. And I'm going to make a rainbow shape coming over the bridge of my nose. Just like so, okay? And when I pout my lips like this, can you see that it turns into glitter lips? That is super cool, am I right? Okay, so now we're going to do the lines. So you're just going to draw a line coming right here. And coming right here. You're going to do this with your lip. And draw a line straight down the middle. Do the same thing with your bottom lip. And then continue that process. Okay, we now have the mouth done. Now what we're going to do is trace over these flowers on that we have on our face. Now you do not have to do this step right here, you guys. You can by all means stop right here already, but we are just going to give our sugar skull a little bit extra detail. So I'm pretty much just shaping the flower petals that we did in the circles. So just go over each one. I'm going to put a dot in between, just like that. Do the same thing to the chin, just like that. And then here is where the fun starts, you guys. So I'm just going to keep it simple shapes because I know it can be hard drawing on your own face. So what I'm going to do, for example, I'm going to draw the dot going down the center just like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line like this under, okay? And then you're going to draw a little swirl coming down. So after you swooped up, you're just going to draw a line like that. Same thing for the other side. Come under and then swoop around. And that's kind of like what we're looking for here. Same thing right here on the corner of the eye. You're going to draw a line coming like this. And then you're going to swoop around like that. Okay, so like little hooks. And same thing on this side of the eye. Swoop around first. And then come up like a little hook. Just like that. And they don't need to be perfect because I know we are just learning how to do this. You can add an extra detail by adding 3 little dots if you like. So I'm going to take this color black and it's called Tonight. And we are just now going to do a little bit of shading. So I'm going to shade the outer sockets right here. I stopped recording somewhere. Oh my god. Okay, I don't know where my freaking camera stopped recording. Okay, so what I did, I am so sorry about that. It happened to me again. All I did is I took the color black and I shaded around my eye sockets, a little bit around the lines, around the flowers. As you can see, I just kind of went over things like that. And then I took a gold highlighter, any highlighter you want, and I just highlighted the high points of my face. If you want, you can also further set your face with a setting powder, which is what I did as well before I put the highlighter on. Sorry, I set just the lighter points of my face, the foundation part, with a setting powder, and then I highlighted my face. So that's all I did, and I kind of just shaded in my sockets a little bit with the color black, and then I set it with a face setting spray, and you can use whatever setting spray you want. Best setting spray to use would be the Urban Decay All Nighter or the Ben Nye Final Seal, which is what I use on my clients. It's like a theatrical setting spray that you use when you're doing makeup, and it's going to keep the makeup on all day long. So it's not one of those setting sprays that you're supposed to use every day, only when you do stuff like this, like theatrical makeup. So other than that, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to come back with my lashes, and I'll see you in just a short few seconds. Okay guys, so this is my final Dia de los Muertos look. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. It's still hard for me to pronounce certain words. That head flower band I made, I just wrapped it around my bun in the back of my head, so there's flowers on both sides. I am of course wearing my own lash brand, which is AdoreMeAmoreCosmetics.com. These are the 25mm lashes, and yeah, this is my all makeup sugar skull, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you guys thought of it. If you do try this look, please tag me, please shout me out on my Instagram or TikTok at AdoreMeAmore. I'm sorry, I'm saying my makeup brand at Adore Beauty by Jenny. So Adore Beauty by Jenny is my TikTok and IG name, same thing as the YouTube. And I really do hope you guys enjoyed this look and that maybe you might want to give it a shot. And other than that, you guys, please subscribe to my channel. I'm still a small YouTuber trying to grow, so any support that you guys give me, I really do appreciate it. If you did like this look, please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment below. I hope I explained everything to the best of my ability of how I would teach someone to do a sugar skull without a white base, but you know, obviously with just a makeup base on. And this makeup is very, very comfortable. It's gonna last all night. You don't have to worry about creasing or any cracking. And yes, you guys, I will see you all on my next video. Bye!